Good, good afternoon. So, in this video, we are going to see how we do to move from base to any base to the base 10, right? So, before we start, we are going to start with the base 10, right? So, the first order we have here is the house of units. So, we have 1 unit. If I want to move on to the house of tens, I have to multiply by 10, and 1 times 10, I have 10. Then I want to move on, I multiply by 10 again. And 10 times 10, I have 100. And finally, if I want to move to the units of thousands, I take 100 and multiply by 10. And then I have 1000, right? The second step is take the number written in the base I have in those houses. Yes, I have 3 units, I have 2 tens, I have 0 hundreds, and I have 1000, right? 1000. One. So, then, what is the other step? I'm going to do 3 times 1 is 3. Then, 2 times 10 is 20. 0 times 1000 is 0. 1 times 1000 is 1000. And finally, we are going to add those numbers. We are going to do 1000 plus 0 plus 20 plus 3. And this gives me the number 1023, which is already the number I have here. So I just have confirmed that the number 1023 in base 10 is exactly written like that. So let's see another base before we have an example, okay? Now I have 1101 written in base 2, and I want to change to base 10. So now my base is 2. I'm going to start with the units. So I have 1 unit, and for I move to the other house, I multiply by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Why did I multiply by 2? Because I'm in base 2. So each house I go, I multiply by 2, right? Then I multiply by 2 again. So if I do 2 times 2, I have 4. And finally, if I want to multiply by 2 again, 4 times 2, I have 8. Then, what is the other step we did? I'm going to take the number written in base 2, respecting the order they appear, and put here in the table. I have 1 in the first house, then 0 in the second, then 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. What is the third step? I have to do 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 0, 0. 1 times 4, 4. 1 times 8, 8. And now, what is the final step? Is I take 8 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1 and add all of them. So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 0, 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So this says to me that this number 1101 in base 2 is the same as the number 13 in base 10. Okay? Let's do another example here. I have the number 1230 in base 5, and I want to write this number in base 10. So I'm going to do the same step. The first step, I start by units. I have 1 unit. I multiply by 5 because I'm in base 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Then I multiply by 5 again. 5 times 5 gives me 25. And finally, if I do 5 times 25, I have 125. Now, what is the second step? The second step is I write this number here, completing the table. I have 0 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth position. And then, what is the next step? I multiply the position with the numeral I have. So 0 times 1, 0. 3 times 5, 15. 25 times 2, 50. And 1 times 125, I have 125. And the last step is I add all of them. I'm going to do 125 plus 50 plus 15 plus 0. Yeah? So 125 plus 50, it gives me 175 plus 15, I have 190. So this says to me that the number 1230 in base 5 is the same of the number as the number 190 in the base 10. And finally, we have the number 3210 written in base 4, and I want to change to base 10 again. So the same step, I put a 1, I multiply by 4, I have 4, multiply by 4, 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 4 is 64, right? Then I'm going to take the number respecting the position and write in the table 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then multiplying 0 times 1 is 0, 4 times 1 is 4, 2 times 16 is 32, and 64 times 3 is 192. And the last step is I add all of them. 192 plus 32 plus 4 plus 0. And if I do it, all this addition, I will have 192 plus 36, and this is going to give me the number 228. So the number 3210 in base 4 is the same as the number 228 in base 10. Okay? I hope you understand. Try again to do those exercises in your notebook without seeing the solution here. Then you correct to check if you did right. And if you have any doubts, you ask me. Okay? See you.